If you're loyal, like a true TMF family, one of the hardcore, the OGs, you know you know. And by that I mean, you know today's a big day. Today is the day that we finally open up our grooming line, Hudson Maine, the one we've been working for on months, week after week, working on samples after samples, making sure we're dialing in quality, working on branding, brand direction, trying to build one of the best grooming brands for guys, because honestly, I feel like there's a hole, the hole that needs to be met. A grooming line that's designed for the modern guy, the young guy that wants to look confident, feel great, look sexy. But not only that a brand that just caters to everything that a man needs, not just a product here or a product there. No, like the direction that we want with this brand. Our brand's gonna be called Hudson Maine, and it's now open, which if you wanna go check it out, the link's down below. But the direction that we want with this brand is for it to be a full head-to-toe grooming line for guys with everything that you need, from products to tools for you to look like a stud. And I think that's the hole that hasn't been met. A grooming line that's masculine, that's modern, that's confident, that's sexy, that smells great. That's what we're doing with Hudson Maine. So as you can tell, I'm super excited about this because we've been just working on it for so many months, and it's amazing to see it finally fruition and open up to you guys, to the public. So if you're a true OG and want to support and want to just see what we mean of amazing qualities that look great and make you feel confident, you need to go check it out and try at least one product so you can see how much effort we put into all of this and why we think we're making one of the greatest grooming lines out there. Guys, this is gonna be big. Trust me, mark my words on this. I will work endlessly for this to be one of the greatest grooming lines out there for guys. And I want you to be one of the first pioneers into this brand. So years forward, you can look back and say, I was there when they launched the first product. And it would mean the world to me, the support you would give us, because, well, I see you guys as family. You guys are the TMF family. I would love for you to try this and see just how amazing it is. So if you guys wanna check it out, it'll be linked down below. But let's move on to this video. So as you guys know, the basis for a guy to look good, to look sexy, and to feel confident, it's his hairstyle. And it's sad that so many guys, well, they don't know how to properly style their hair. I think by the age of 20, most of you should have a good dialed down method of how to control your hair and the proper tactics to style it. Today, I'm gonna show you the top 9 hair secrets that I believe every man should know, especially by the age of 20. If that sounds interesting, let's hop into it. Number 1, you want to hang out with people that have good hair. No matter how many pictures you bring for your barber to see to try to mimic that hairstyle, your hairstyle is always gonna suck if your barber is no good. So just stop wasting time and start being friends with guys with great hairstyle. Not only will you get the invaluable tip of where to actually cut your hair to get a good barber, but also all the pro tips and expert tips that you can learn from somebody like that really is only learned with experience. Number 2, ditch the gel and use a clay or a paste. If you have naturally thin hair or your hair is thinning because of age, you want to start using either clays or paste that will make your hair look thicker and fuller. What happens is that the thick clay product joins the hair strands together to give the illusion of thicker, luscious, beautiful hair. That's why personally for me, clay is my go-to, because I can do everything from a sleek side part to something more modern like a pompadour to something more messy and disheveled like a bedhead style. Especially our styling clay from Hudson Maine, because it's just so ultra versatile. That's how we purposely designed it, because with this line, like I told you, I want it to be great. So I didn't want it to be some sort of cookie cutter crap that we just put our label on it and selling off to you. This is why it's taken months to create, because we've been working with our chemist lab out in LA doing sample after sample after sample. So yeah, the formulation on all our lines is completely unique to us. You won't find any other brand with it. And that's because I wanted you guys to have the best of the best. I've reviewed almost every hair product under the sun and they get all sent to me. So I know what works, I know what doesn't. I wanted our brand to have all the pros and try to remove all the cons. Number 3, ditch the towel for your hair. Stop stepping out of the shower and automatically just drying your hair with a towel. The fabric from the towel usually grabs your hair, which ends up roughing up the cuticle, which results in frizzy hair. Over prolonged usage, it ends up breaking the hair and causing split ends. The best way to dry your hair is using an old t-shirt. The fabric on the t-shirt is much softer on the hair, more gentle, and has less friction. Number 4, the secret to growing out your hair is to actually cut it. And that's because if you don't control your split ends, that split end will travel all the way up through the shaft and destroy the whole hair, making the grow out process slower. So if you constantly cut your tips and remove the split ends, you'll maintain your hair healthier, which ends up growing faster. Number 5, you have to cleanse your hair. A lot of people think that just shampooing their hair every so often is more than enough. But the truth is, all the products that you put into your hair starts building up and it becomes very hard to remove. At which point, you you want to use a shampoo that has some sort of cleansing agent. Before, that might have been a problem. Now, not anymore. Because we're also coming out with a shampoo and a conditioner, both of which are charcoal infused. Charcoal is a natural detoxifier, so we're not using any harsh chemicals, and it's also great for purifying and soothing the scalp. But like I said, unlike other shampoos, when you use this high quality one, you're actually cleansing your hair and removing all the gunk. And I can guarantee you that when you use this the first time, automatically you're gonna feel your hair feel lighter and silkier than ever because of that charcoal. The sixth tip you can do is to let your hair dry a little before you use a hair dryer. Before you apply heat, what I like to do is I let it dry about 80% because you want to reduce the amount of heat exposure you're putting on your hair because that damages it over time. So the best thing to do is step out the shower, you dry your hair with your t-shirt, and then you go off and do breakfast and do whatever else you need to do. Then by the time you come back, about 80% of it will be dried out, your hair's gonna be damp, and that way you don't have to spend as much time with the blow dry. Number 7, use less product in your hair. Using too much hair gel, hair paste, or hairspray, not only is it damaging because of all the chemicals, but also ends up making your hair look unnatural and just heavy. If you want to style your hair the right way and actually get that volume you're looking for, use a minimal amount of product. Number 8, use hand cream when you don't have hair product. Now, Hudson Maine, we're on a subscription model, which means that you can subscribe and that way you get the products delivered to your door ever so often, so you don't have to worry about this tip. But it has happened to me, especially when I travel, that sometimes I forget to bring my hair product. And the first thing I did is I went to the bathroom, I used the sample body lotion that they had there, and using that lotion, I just applied it into my hair, basically like a cream, and then just blow dried it into place. Of course, it's not gonna have the great hold that a hair product does, but it's a great impromptu hack, and what hair cream does is it actually controls the frizz and at least keeps it all in place. And believe it or not, with a good hair dryer and a brush, you could fool anyone. And finally, number 9, if you want that perfect hairstyle with 0 flyaways, instead of applying hairspray to your hair, apply it to your hairbrush. So first, do your whole styling process, do everything you need to do, and right when you're completely done, you like your hair in place and you want to lock everything in, spray your hairbrush with hairspray and then brush your hair. What that's gonna do is the brush is gonna transfer the hairspray into every single strand of your hair, controlling all the frizz and keeping your hair in that perfect style all day. And that's basically it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our new grooming line, Hudson and Maine. If you guys want to check it out, like I said, there's gonna be a link down below with the discount. That's it for me today. See you next time.